Hello and welcome to DonMoney.com's YouTube channel. My name is Fayaz. Becoming a leader looks very exciting, very thrilling. The idea of taking credit of the entire team or the idea of leading the team from the front, it all sounds and looks very thrilling, exciting, but becoming a leader is not as easy as it may look, because we all feel that, you know what, my manager, he just takes care of what are the things that we are doing, and he is like the highest paid employee in our particular department, or our CEO, he's just managing the entire work. I mean, he's not doing anything on his own, but he is getting things done from people, and that's the reason why he is in the position that he has reached now. So becoming a leader is something like that. You don't have to have the skills of what the regular people are having, but you need to have the skills of leading the team. You need to have the skills of accepting challenges. You need to have the skills of taking the right kind of decisions. And in this video, we'll discuss in detail what are the key traits of becoming a successful leader. So definitely, if you're a person who's trying to become an entrepreneur, or maybe has aspirations of doing something on your own, it can be a business, or it can be as a freelance like editor, graphic designer, etc. Whatever may be the reason, this video is going to be the most important video that you'll be watching today. So without a further ado, let's get to the point. The number one trait of a successful leader is that a successful leader has a vision. You need to have an objective. You need to have a goal. You need to know where you're heading. But otherwise, you'll just be that one person who is in an ocean and who's just swimming around, who has no idea where to reach, or what is that particular place where you want to see yourself. So that's the reason why whenever we go out to go out to give an interview, most of the HRs ask you this question, that where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? So they don't want to know where do you want to see yourself in the organizational hierarchy, but maybe they want to see that is this particular person has any kind of vision? Does he has some aspirations or some hopes with himself? So that's the reason why people follow such people, because they know that this particular guy is visionary. A vision is something that will help you to become much more productive. It will help you to become much more happier, and also it will give you the purpose to do whatever you're doing, because you know ultimately you are hustling right now for this objective that you want to see yourself in the next 5 years, or maybe in the next 10 years. The next thing that a leader has is that he has the passion for his work, the passion for his idea, the passion for his dream. And a passionate person can, get things rolling, can get things done from people. If you're not passionate enough about what you want to achieve, you'll not be able to, wake up early in the morning, you'll not be able to work late night every day. Because passion is something that acts as a fuel, and it actually gives you the reason why you are maybe chasing that particular dream. And if you're not very much passionate about it, you'll not be able to motivate yourself. And if you yourself are not motivated, then why will anybody else listen to you? So if you want to become a good leader, it's extremely important that you do what you're extremely passionate about. Only then you'll be able to not just motivate yourself, but your entire team as well. The third most important aspect that a successful leader has is he has the ability to manage failure. It's not necessary that every attempt might hit you the jackpot. You might also end up incurring losses. You might also end up incurring a lot of failures as well. But are you able to somehow sustain or tide through or power through those situations, or do you crack under pressure? It's extremely important that you, irrespective of what the results are, you need to maintain the same amount of integrity with your particular objective. Like for example, whenever we see any post-match ceremony of cricket matches, most of the times whenever Indian team used to lose their matches, Dhoni, our then captain, used to come forward and used to take up the credit for the losses. He used to take up the credit of, because of me the team lost. Or are you that particular person who takes up the credit of losses? Because if you do that, that will motivate your team members to, they will start respecting you more. They'll be able to think that, my captain, my leader, my boss, he's taking the credit of my failures. He's taking the credit because I did not give my 100%. And then this will, trigger them. This will charge them. This will motivate them to do much more better. And now they'll not work just because it's their job, but now they'll start working because it is something that they're trying to do for making you a better leader. The fourth thing that a successful leader has is that he has the courage of taking the right kind of decisions. It's not necessary that you might end up taking the right decision every time. Your decisions might be wrong. But what's important over here is that are you able to take the decisions? Sometimes you have to take certain hard decisions. Sometimes you have to take certain decisions which will not give you a lot of time to think. But are you able to take those decisions? Are you able to take those calls? Because the right kind of decisions might fetch you like a jackpot, but the wrong kind of decisions might end up taking you to the black hole. But are you able to take that risk? Because the bigger the risk, the bigger will be the reward. So the right kind of decisions will always fetch you good results. And what's important over here is that irrespective of what the situation is, irrespective of what your personal life, whatever you're going through in your personal life, are you able to take up the right kind of decisions for yourself and your team, and are you able to lead the team from the front? The fifth most important aspect of a good leader is that he need to be transparent and he need to show integrity. When we talk about Elon Musk, who is like the current richest person in the world right now, when he came up with the idea of SpaceX and Tesla, that time a lot of people used to laugh about the entire idea of settling on moon, or maybe the idea of running cars on electricity, because fuel was still pretty much available. But he has this vision, he had this goal, and he had this integrity, and he was transparent with his team members because he used to sleep in the factory itself on a couch. I mean, if you have seen that video, you'll notice that he is not a person who is trying to become rich because he wants to live a lavish life. He's trying to become rich because he's trying to spend that particular money for human development, for human welfare. And that's what has motivated not just him, but his entire team as well. And now, irrespective of how tough the deadlines are, this team members of Elon Musk are working for that particular object, and we're continuously hustling hard for it. And that's the reason why his company's stocks have like soared so much, and he has currently become like the richest person of the world. So if you also want to become a leader like maybe Elon Musk or maybe MS Dhoni or maybe Narendra Modi, you need to also have all these characteristics, all these qualities. And if you think that I have missed out any particular quality or attribute, you can always leave it in the comment section. And also, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel so that you never miss an update. And if you want to know more about personal finance, career building, farming, business, you can download the Financial Freedom app. The link of this app is provided in the description box. My name is Fayaz and you're watching IndianMoney.com.